Well, hey everybody, I know it's been a long time. I just got back from out of town, well, family deal. But anyway, today I want to talk about an action camera that everybody's been talking about, everybody's been waiting on, everybody's been speculating on, and that is this. The new GoPro Hero 8 Black. Is it worth the upgrade? Well, we're going to take a first look at this camera and then kind of deep dive into some things. Even though it's a first look, we'll do an unboxing experience. We'll do probably the most important thing is we're going to check out some comparison footage of the GoPro Hero 8 Black against the GoPro Hero 6, GoPro Hero 7, and the Osmo Action. That's coming right up. So time to do a quick unboxing, and it'll be very quick because GoPro doesn't give you a whole lot. We've got the box, we'll take out the GoPro Hero 8, and then inside the box we've got a battery. It is the same style battery, blue top, but it is 1220 milliamp hour battery, same as before. Then you've got your USB to USB-C type cable, and then an extra sticky buckle. And guess what? That's it. But onto the camera. So like I said, this has been so much anticipated. There were so many rumors about it. There were the rumors that the GoPro Hero 8 Black was going to record 4K at 120 frames per second. It's just not feasible, not in this small of a package, not yet. Now maybe when GoPro releases the GP2 processor, if they even have one, then that may be something. But then again, you got to start thinking consumer-wise. When you have an action camera like the GoPro Hero 8 that can record at 100 megabits per second, same goes for the Osmo Action, 100 megabits per second, will you be able as a consumer have computing power with your desktop or laptop to be able to even deal with that type of footage? So, you know, I think that's going to be down the road some. Now, here are the key factors for me when I ordered the GoPro Hero 8 Black. Was it an improvement over the GoPro Hero 7? I was really interested in this whole Hypersmooth 2.0 to see, is it really good? And then I wanted to also see this boost mode to see how good that it is. And I did a great stabilization test between all four of those cameras that I mentioned earlier, rocking them back and forth, doing a roll axis, doing a tilt, and then doing a pan back and forth to see how the GoPro Hero 8 handled that. We're going to look at dynamic range of the video. This is all shot in 4K, 30 frames per second during the comparison portions that I'm going to show you some 1080p 30, 1080p 60, 1080p 120, which does offer electronic image stabilization in slow-mo, which is very, very nice because now you can get some of those really buttery smooth slow-mo shots and not have to worry about, you know, if your hand normally does this and you're doing a slow-mo shot and you slow it down and it's still doing this. When you have electronic image stabilization helping you with slow-mo, that makes it even better. But is the GoPro Hero 8, is it worth the investment? Let's check out some footage and tell me in the comment section below at the end of the video. Watch the entire video because I've got some really nice little parts in here with audio tests and whatnot. But tell me in the comment section below your thoughts on the GoPro Hero 8. And also let me know if there is another test that you'd like for me to run. I've got a big massive test coming up with just about every action camera that I have, which is going to be, well, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want someone else to do it because it's my idea. But on to the GoPro Hero 8 footage, and let's see the GoPro Hero 8. Did they knock it out of the park with this one, or is it just a slight little upgrade to where you should keep your GoPro Hero 7 or maybe your Osmo Action if you have one? Let's take a look at that now. All right, GoPro Hero 8 Black, 1080p, 30 frames per second. With boost on, Just walking handheld around the pool. Sure is a pretty day. Very pretty day. I said we'll see how smooth that this boost is. I'm gonna do some 4K footage. All right, GoPro Hero 8 Black on a nice, sunny, not so bad day. But we're gonna walk into some of the shadow areas just to see how the 8 Black actually performs. How its dynamic range is. Now I've got the stabilization on boost, which does crop in the image a little bit more than what it would on high. Now high performs extremely well. When you have stabilization on high, it's actually better than what it was on the Hero 7, and that's just on high. When you go boost, it's extremely stable. And I'll do a test here in a little bit, pitting it against the Hero 6, the Hero 7, obviously the Hero 8 here in my hand, and also the Osmo Action with its Rocksteady at 4K 30, just to see which one is better. I can tell you in the back of the screen, the skies look nice. Image looks nice and crisp. Little bit warmer color tone than the Hero 7 or 6. But not necessarily a bad thing. Looks like the saturation is bumped up a hair. Let's walk into here. And by the way, I'm just hand holding this, as you can see from my shadow. And I'm walking on a rough, uneven ground, not even trying to hold this nice and steady. Just kind of curious. And by the way, I've got this all set on auto, nothing fancy. Because a lot of people, they just take an action camera, turn it on, don't go through any settings. They'll turn on stabilization and then they just go for it. They want to start recording. They don't want to start doing stuff in manual. So I figured that's why I want to show this in manual or in auto mode for those people that just like to get an action camera, turn it on, hit record, and go for it. All right, got the GoPro Hero 6 Black, the GoPro Hero 7 Black, and the new GoPro Hero 8 Black, recording 4K, 30 frames per second. Also have the Osmo Action. Now right now I've got the GoPro Hero 8 on high on its electronic image stabilization, not boost, but just walking around. All 4 cameras are mounted on a board together. The reason why I mount them on a board together as opposed to in their cases is because when you mount them in their case, you're going to lose a little bit of audio, and I want to be able to do a proper audio test as well with all 4 of these cameras. So like I said, if you put them inside the little case like the 6 or the 7, it covers up the microphones enough to where it does block out some of the audio. So we're going to do a quick little audio test. First, we're going to start off with the Osmo Action. 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. GoPro Hero 6, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. GoPro Hero 7 Black, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. And the new GoPro Hero 8 Black, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now this is just walking nice and calmly. The board is moving around a little bit because I've got them all 4 spread out on this board, held down with rubber bands. So there is going to be a little bit of jiggle, but it'll give us a rough idea of image quality and stabilization. And then we'll do an ultimate stabilization test. Also, it's very windy today, so a lot of the wind that you're going to hear is going to be picked up by all 4 of these cameras. I,
I see your t-shirt, but why are you holding it?
right here should be a good spot to check out dynamic range from all 4 cameras. Let's see, we'll go over this side with the sun to our back. So this way we can check out the highlights of the leaves on the right, midtones in the center, and some of the shadows on the back left, just to see what the dynamic range is of these cameras. Stabilization wise, if you're walking and you're trying to do a vlog, how's the stabilization on all 4 of these cameras? And does the new GoPro Hero 8 Black afford us the ability to have some really good stabilization? And now we're going to do a quick little run to the bridge, and hopefully all 4 of these cameras stay on here. Okay, here we go. See which one of those were the smoothest. One thing I will say, I don't care that it's a little bit windy right now. I just love the fact that it's cooler temperatures, because that makes it so worthwhile. So I got Osmo 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it is a windy day. I've got the GoPro Hero 5 mounted on a chesty. So we're shooting 4K 30 frames per second. Now we're going to check out image stabilization. The GoPro Hero 8 has it just on high, it doesn't have boost on. GoPro Hero 7, Hypersmooth is on. GoPro Hero 6, its stabilization is on. And Rocksteady is on the Osmo Action. So we're going to do a tilt, or should I say a roll. Then we'll do a tilt, forward and back. Then we'll do a pan. One more time, a roll, a tilt, and then a pan left and right. See which one had a better stabilization. So after seeing all the GoPro footage compared to the GoPro Hero 6, GoPro Hero 7, and the Osmo Action, how do you think that the GoPro Hero 8 stacked up against those other cameras? Comment below, let me know, share the video around. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up because it does help support this channel and it helps it in some algorithm ways to where it'll get the video out a little bit broader. And also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. And until the next video, I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.